Guys, I present to you the cinnamon roll by Maestro Iacopelli, easy and fast recipe. Hello guys from Maestro Iacopelli and welcome to the easy and fast recipe that is not pizza. Thank you so much for watching and take a look. Today we have the cinnamon roll, the classic American cinnamon roll. Of course I put my touch. Take a look, nice, soft and crunchy at the same time. Very important, no eggs, no butter, fast and easy to make at home. In 3 hours we made this. Everybody can make it at home. Make sure to watch the whole recipe.
Please, can I have one? Please.
Here. Go. Make sure you watch until the end, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this cinnamon roll because they are outstanding. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, first thing to do is we have to prepare the yeast, and that's what you need. 125 grams of room temperature water, 12 grams of fresh yeast or 6 grams of dry yeast. Dump everything in the water, and then a teaspoon of brown sugar. Put everything inside, and let's melt the yeast. Okay, now that we prepare our own yeast, let's go ahead and let's get ready with all the ingredients. This is what you need to make this recipe. 500 grams of zero flour or all-purpose flour, 125 grams of soy milk to make this recipe vegan, 100 grams of brown sugar, 70 grams of vegetable oil, vanilla extract, just a little bit, and then a pinch of salt. Let's go ahead and let's get ready with the recipe. First thing to do here is let's add our own flour inside the mixer, the whole sugar, let's add the milk. Now let's go ahead and let's speed up the dough machine. Let's set up the timer at 15 minutes. Let's wait that gets everything integrated about 10-15 seconds. And then let's add the vanilla extract. Now let's go ahead and let's add the salt, just a pinch of salt. Now let's get our own yeast that we created, that we made this alive. And let's add little by little the yeast. Wait a few seconds. Let's add more. That's why it's so good to use a mixer. You don't get doughy. Let's add the whole water with the yeast. Now let's wait a few minutes that gets everything integrated, and then we are gonna add the olive oil. Let's speed up the mixer. We wanna wait that the dough gets really all together before adding the oil. Now, at this point, it's time to get the oil inside because the dough got all together. So little by little, let's add the oil, and we're gonna wait a few seconds, the time that integrates the oil in the dough. So we can, at this point, we can go ahead and speed up the dough machine a little bit more. So what we are doing here is we are trying to build the gluten in the best way as possible. So we have to keep going until we finish up this oil and the dough is gonna be ready. Usually it takes about 15 minutes to make this dough. Here we go. Done. We finish up the oil, move everything, get an extra little bit of olive oil, put it on the counter, then spread the oil on the counter where you're gonna work the dough, and done. The dough is ready. Fantastic. The gluten structure is insane. I'm gonna show you right now how it looks. Like you can see here, all the machine, it come out nice and clean. That means that the gluten structure was built super properly. That's what we're looking for. Let's get all the dough. Let's put it all in one piece, and we want to do this step. We want to open the whole dough. Like you can see, the gluten was built super properly. Amazing structure. So now let's go ahead and let's fold everything. Like you can see, the counter is nice and clean. Let's make a ball. And that's the texture that we want. If the dough doesn't come out like that and comes out too liquid or too sticky, it's because the mixer that you are using or by hands warms up too much the gluten. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna let it rest and then fold it again. Let it rest 15 minutes and fold it. And this, until you get this texture. Nice and strong and your hands are nice and clean. Okay, here we go guys. So now the second step here is to get a bowl, little bit of oil on the bottom. Now grab the dough, tap on top, this way it doesn't get dry. Grab the dough and put it inside the container. Here we go. Let's close everything up. So now we're gonna go ahead and let it rest at room temperature for 2 hours. It needs to double up the sides and fill up this dough with full of air. And here we go. 2 hours at room temperature passed by, and this is the dough. How you can see is full of air inside. Look at the bubbles on top. It's full of air. Insane. So now what we want to do here is take off all the air from the... Here we go. That's the dough. We want to take off all the air. So you need a little bit of... I use semolina. Just a little bit to not get sticky too much, because right now it's sticky. So we want to have the dough not sticky. So let's go ahead and flip it over, like you can see, full of air. Nice. So now we want to keep the dough rectangle shape. A little bit of semolina on top. Remember, the top part needs to go on the bottom in this case. So in this case, I'm going to use a roller pin. We want to have the same exactly thickness on the dough. Here we go. So now flip, make like that. And let's use the roller pin. Keep in mind, we want to have the same. Again, I repeat this because it's important to have the same thickness twisted. Take off all the flour. Now let's grab the oil, vegetable oil always, and with a brush, let's go ahead and let's brush the oil everywhere on top of the dough. I mean, did you see how easy it was to make this? Now let's grab a bowl. Let's put a nice amount of sugar and a nice amount of cinnamon. Here we go, done. Mix everything with the sugar and the cinnamon. Oh, smells good. Smells like holiday season. Here we go. That's what we want. Cinnamon and sugar all together. Okay, now go ahead and spread the sugar everywhere on top of the dough. Be careful if you're making this, your wife is gonna get mad because you get sugar everywhere. Make sure you put everywhere the sugar. So now, I like to put some chocolate chips on top. But if you don't have to do that. To make it more nice and tasty, let's go ahead and let's add the chocolate chips on top. Here we go. Done. So now let's remove all this mess from everywhere. So now let's go ahead and let's flip over the dough. You don't have to make it so tight. Let's go ahead and let's make the roll. That's why it's a cinnamon roll. Okay, just a little bit of flour because I feel that it's sticky. Okay, so now grab a pan like this because we want to have the cinnamon roll all together. A little bit of a foil for the oven. Put it inside there. Now with a knife like that, we want to cut the dough. We don't want to press the dough inside. Be careful. If we want to make a perfection, just take off that. So we want to make a nice, like a 3 inches or so. And that's the cinnamon roll right there, see? So let's go ahead, let's cut it all. Make sure you don't just cut like that, otherwise it's gonna go inside. We're gonna keep the dough nice and open. So in the meantime, instead of letting it rest there, otherwise we're gonna screw up everything. Let's go ahead and let's set up the cinnamon roll inside the pan. Let's put like a little bit, you wanna put 1 finger apart each other because this is gonna grow now in a little bit. And now let's let it rest for 1 hour at room temperature. The time to double up the side. And voila guys, I'm excited. Like you can see, 1 hour passed by and they grow nicely and fast. So did you see? Now they are all together. So now set up the oven at 180 Celsius, static mode. And let's get the cinnamon roll and let's put it inside for 20 minutes. Let's go ahead. I can't wait to see this. Voila. Now it's time to go ahead and smash the like and subscribe and share because this is a new concept on my channel. Easy and fast recipe for everyone. No eggs, no butter. You know what I'm talking about? Easy. Okay guys, after 25 minutes, not 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So, but the time that gets nice and gold. So you decide when. Here we go. Wow, take a look of the cinnamon roll. Woo. Okay, let's get ready with the glass, the stuff that goes on top the cinnamon roll. So we need a little bit of powdered sugar. There. Little bit of water, lightly, that's it. Now let's mix everything. We want to make a nice creamy of glass. And this is what we're talking about. A nice creamy glaze. So sweet. So now, let's transfer our cinnamon roll from the pan. We don't need this anymore. We're gonna make a nice, oh, smells so good. Take a look, beautiful. They're really hot. That's what I'm talking about. Nice, soft, beautiful texture. Place it all right here. I can't wait to taste those beasts. My God. And remember, they are vegan. Look at the bottom. So while they are really, like, a little bit hot, get our glaze and get ready, guys, because that's the best moment. Let's go ahead and let's dump our nice glaze on top. My God. They look like the cinnamon roll from the store. And we made it only in 3 hours. Fantastic. Guys, I present to you the cinnamon roll by Maestro Iacopelli. Easy and fast recipe. Okay, guys, let's get some glaze on this. Woo. Done. And let's see how the texture of this cinnamon roll. And look at this. How soft, lightly they break. They're nice. And sponge textures. Insane. The time of the taste. It's amazing when you make something yourself. Let's taste. And then I'm going to say bye to you. Wow. Wow. They come out lovely. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. As usual, guys. Thank you.